this town, every brick and every stain, it teaches you a language of concrete and pain. They call it a home, I call it a deep, dark well, where every soul born here is bound to live its hell. My father wore the same suit, the same empty look, reading the rules from the same dirty worn-out book. Listen to the warning of the man who led. Before this town leaves you hollow and bereft, you can't buy freedom with stolen dollars and pride. You gotta burn the bridges where the ghosts used to hide. This place is a mirror you don't wanna see. Run, son, run fast, or you'll die right here like me. The faces are friendly, the loyalty feels true, but that loyalty's the wire they cut your dreams in two. You think you're choosing, you think you're in command, but you're just a link in the chain held in the florist's hand. I traded my future for one final desperate score, and lost the only thing I was truly running for. The only code that matters ain't written on a wall. It's the voice in your gut that tells you to stand tall. Break the cycle, shatter the glass you see. Your fate is yours, now go and set your spirit free. Run, son, run fast. Run, son, run fast, or you'll die right here like me. Or you'll die right here. We stood by the river, two brothers in black, swore to the darkness there was no turning back. He had the fire, I had the quiet mind. Told me, my friend, we leave no one behind. But the code we were bound to, it tightened the knot. The closer we got, the colder we got. Listen to the man who paid the final due. The loyalty you chase is just poison in your blues. It ain't no virtue, son, it's a chain on your soul. It'll drag you down where the dark waters roll. Don't drink the water, don't follow the ghost. Poison loyalty will kill you the most. I saw the madness in his eyes, clear as the morning glass. I knew that moment my whole life had to pass. He chose the barrel, I chose the open gate. One stayed loyal, one faced his own fate. He said his goodbyes with a bullet and a roar, and I kept on running, wanting something more. You think you're saving them when you stay for the fight, but you're just dying slowly in the same blinding light. The town only respects the dead or the free, so choose your ending carefully. A chain on your soul. Don't drink the water. Poison in your blue, a chain on your soul. I saw the light shining through a crack in the wall. A life not built for the coming fall. She looked like freedom, smelled like the sea air. And that's the day the old me died right there. You can't buy clean air with dirty money. You can't get the sun after years of dark honey. And the price of a different dream is leaving everything you've ever known. A phantom limb where your brother used to lean, alone. Completely on your own. The cost ain't paid in paper, but in scars you carry deep. price of a different dream is a promise you must keep. I stood on the bridge, tossing the final keys. Felt the Boston wind blow through the empty trees. Every step away was a betrayal to the past. The shadows I left, they fall heavy and fast. They say, go boy, run fast and run far, but they chained your ghost to that getaway car. They will ask you, what did you lose, son? Tell them everything I was, so the new man could run. You trade your coat for asylum. You trade your code for a costly defiance. There's no cheering crowd when the wrong man walks away. You must keep. I know a clean slate costs more than I stole. You can't buy back the peace when you sold your own soul. The price of a conscience is walking away slow, leaving the proof where the flowers will grow. She don't know the hands that picked the final bloom, or the guilt that followed through the empty room. These aren't apologies, these are dues I must pay for the things I broke and the words I couldn't say. Roses for tomorrow, a clean slate of green, my only action, the last thing unseen. I sent you the light, but I stayed in the dark, a runaway trying to leave his own mark. The money won't silence the screams in the night, but it buys you the freedom to step toward the light. I put it beneath the porch, wrapped tight and dry, a final transaction of the cold Boston sky. You deserve safety, a life with no fear. The ghost of that town won't follow you here. The preacher told me to kneel down and pray, but I found my religion in walking away. Redemption ain't a word, it's a silent deed. The last clean seed in a patch full of weed. The last thing I'll see. We met in the crossfire, born from a desperate lie. I told you my name beneath a haunted low sky. You wore the bruises of the day I made you weep, and I fell for the secret that your sorrow tried to keep. I knew the clock was ticking the minute our hands touched. That borrowed time would never be enough. This live or the next, that's the only deal left. I'm sending all my hope across the air, be ripped. I'll see you again when the smoke is cleared away, in a town that has no night, in a land that has no day. You took the escape, I took the final blast. We'll meet on the highway built for spirits that run too fast. Trading mine for the dust. It's the cleanest transaction, built on dirt and trust. The agents are looking for the man that didn't stay, but they won't find the heart I threw into the bay. I'm running on faith and the diesel I can steal. The only thing real is the way that you make me feel. They say time heals everything that the bullet missed, but I'm counting down the moments to the lips I never kissed. There's no turning back from the choice I had to make. I live for the moment, now I die for your sake. basement, sealing the final deal. Swore on the pavement that the wound would never heal. One scar for the silence, one scar for the blood. You and me against the world, misunderstood. He was the hammer, I was the guiding knife. Two sides of the same coin, living a disparate life. We were covenant brothers, sealed by the Charlestown air. A loyalty thicker than blood, a burden we had to bear. I told him I'd follow right into the burning light, but even brothers gotta choose between the wrong and the right. The brotherhood was a bullet with his name engraved inside, a contract written in blood, and nowhere left to hide. I tried to pull him back, told him to drop the knife, but he only knew one way to finish a dangerous life. He said, you can't run, but I'll hold the line for you, man. The purest loyalty and the worst possible plan. He was locked in his mind, I was locked in the car. We both knew the score, we couldn't run far. I hear the sirens singing, and they're singing for him. I hear the gunfire fading, fading to a whisper dim. He bought my freedom with his final sacrifice, the ultimate price for an outlaw's vice. Covenant brother, now only one runs free. His blood bought the key. We stood in the garden of that empty, stolen field. The final hour ringing, the truth was unsealed. He saw the flashing blue, he heard the final call. He knew he couldn't stop and he couldn't let me fall. Run, Dougie, run, that's all he had to say. He picked the hardest option to keep the law away. This is Jim's last round. To make the other whole, he chose the barrel of the jail cell door. Didn't need a pardon, just didn't wanna steal no more. The sound of the shot was a breaking of the chain. Freedom bought with the fire, paid for by the pain. purest thing a dying man had left to give. The quiet and follow was the heaviest sound. The silence after the storm on that hallowed ground. No redemption for him, only eternal sleep. While I drove into the daylight, the promise I must keep. He doesn't wear a mask. He doesn't carry a gun. He just sits in the back and watches the runners run. He waters the flowers. He tends to the dirt. A smile on his face that promises her. He's the keeper of the code, the man who pulls the strings, and every cent you steal, a tax his shadow brings. You can try to run, you can try to leave the street, but you always owe the florist the life you couldn't keep. He doesn't need your blood, he just needs your obedience. The florist's debt is the cost of your existence. He plants the seeds of failure. He watches them grow. And the town keeps turning slow and cold. I tried to buy him off, thought money would make him cease, but you can't pay the devil with a temporary lease. He looked in my eyes, saw the fear I tried to hide, and told me the secret where all the good men died. He said, you belong to me, son, from the cradle to the pine, and every score you run, every dollar is mine. The flower shop window is the window to the soul, a perfect clean facade that swallows you whole. The devil doesn't wear horns or scales. He wears a friendly face that always prevails. Whisper in the night, leaving the Boston skyline behind the morning light. I traded my shotgun for a ticket and a seat. My history's rattling with the rhythm of the street. Every mile south is a mile away from the truth. The ghosts of my friendship and the sins of my youth. This southbound run is a road with no destination sign. Just empty miles for this restless heart of mine. I broke the cycle, but the chain still feels tight. Traded the shadows for the pale, uncertain light. The fear of the future is the longest road to roam. I'm free from the town, but I ain't got a home. See your face in the glass, framed by the falling rain. The reason I ran and ran, and the reason I feel the pain. I carry her photo like a shield and a curse, hoping the life ahead won't get any worse. No calls, no contact, no looking back to the shore. The price of salvation is being alone forevermore. They say freedom's easy, a comfortable place, but it feels like a hollow wind on my weary face. Running is simple, but standing still is a trick. Leaving the old skin when the new one won't stick. They searched for me in the marshlands, they searched in the sand. They never found the man who slipped right out of their hand. I traded the roar of the bang fall for the sound of the breeze, hoping to find solace beneath these new palm trees. But the air here is quiet, and the quiet feels strange, 'cause the only honest fight is the one where you truly change. The blue light of freedom ain't the sky or the sea, it's the space in your head where the cold sets you free. It's the burden you drop on that black tarmac ground, the knowledge that your future will never be found in the shadows you fled or the money you stole. Freedom is the silence that finally makes you whole. Makes you whole. I left a bag of cash by the tree on the hill. I paid the last debt that my old self couldn't fill. I owe the town nothing, I owe the dead my respect, but my life is my own, a fate they can't object. The guilt still shadows, but it no longer leaves. I'm planting the right seed, not the Charlestown weed. They will tell you to run back, say you can't erase the score, but the prison is only real if you walk through the door. The town is a ghost now, a whisper in the past. The true escape is the change that is built to last. Makes you whole. The silence that makes you whole. I wash the soot off my hands, scrub the gunpowder clean, but I can't wash the memory of all the things I've seen. They say time heals all, but time is a cruel, slow trick. It just covers the wound while the poison still sticks. I paid the price and I ran, traded the name I had. Now I'm just waiting for the day I don't feel so bad. This is the cleanest scar that the town could ever give. It's the mark of the dead man who chose to finally live. upon your soul. The price you keep paying to finally make you whole. It reminds me where I started and the line I had to cross. The cleanest scar is the marker of the ultimate cause. I threw the bag of blood money right back in their face and bought my future freedom in this empty, quiet place. But every morning when I wake and look into the light, I see the phantom limb of the friend I lost that night. The scars on my body are easy for them to see. The deepest ones are the ones that only live in me. They will tell you redemption makes you pure and new, but that's a lie they sell to the fool who prays to you. It just gives you a chance to carry the weight with grace and try to find a smile in a new, unfamiliar place. Marker of the cause, the line I had to cross. The marker of the cross. The max are too tight, the engines are running cold. One quick hour and we break the mold. The air in the van tastes like cheap gasoline and fear, but we smile at each other, 'cause the payday is near. The bank vault light is calling green and bright, promising freedom hidden in the paper at night. This is the Boston Payday, running on pure adrenaline, a temporary fix for the sorrow living within. You feel like a king for the 20 minutes you stand with a smoking barrel in your shaking hand. It's the quickest high, the lie that always ends in pain, pain, pain. And the blood on the floor always runs back again. I grabbed the manager, saw the fear in her eyes. The moment the mask drops and the reality lies, she was just paper, a number on the wall. But the fear in her scream almost made the whole thing fall. Jim was a wild dog, barking at the slightest sound. One wrong twitch and we were 6 feet underground. They say money talks, but it only whispers low. It tells you that you're nothing and you got nowhere to go. The bag feels heavy, but your soul feels light. Traded the future for the glory of the fight. walked into my life like a storm that forgot to rain. Had eyes full of sorrow and hands that knew pain. You talk about leaving, you spoke of a cleaner coast. I never saw the darkness of the gun he loved the most. I told him my secrets, the things I kept inside. Never once saw the monster that his quiet smile tried to hide. This should be his confession, whispered to the cold wind. I love the lie that he was from the start to the end. I kept building the fortress while he sharpened the knife. The blindness of my trust almost cost me my life. But the light in his eyes, I swear it was true. And a hopeful fool is easier to break than you. I went to the garden and I saw the red, red bloom. And suddenly the truth burst open in the room. The guilt in his voice, the silence when I asked. The mask he wore wasn't the one he quickly unclasped. Every sweet word, every gentle touch we shared was just another layer of the lie he prepared. They say you only see what your heart lets you believe. And the man I created was the one I had to grieve. But he left me the future, he'd pay the final toll. He bought my safety with a fraction of his soul. Easier to break than you. Blindness of my trust. I read the file until the sun came up. Every face, every score, every empty coffee cup. He's cleaner than the others, smarter than the average thief. And that Mac Ray kid gives me nothing but grief. He's a ghost in the shadows, a promise I must keep. I find the flaw in the code while the whole precinct sleeps. My obsession is a bed, my tunnel vision is a flaw. He's the reflection of the thing I chase the most, the law. The agent's blind spot is a truth he won't allow, that the runner is better than a hunter right now. I know he left the money, I know he broke the chain, but I need his body to prove that I can reign. I know he left the main, I know he broke the train. Rely and lead his body to prove that I can reign. trying to trap the prodigy, playing him for a fool. I saw the love in his eyes, I saw the clean slate plan, but I couldn't let the villain become the better man. It stopped being about justice 100 miles ago. Now it's just about who lives and who's gonna go. They preach about the moral ground and the high road we must take, but the rules don't matter when your professional pride's at stake. I traded my sanity for one final score. I'm just another shadow running out the door. Right now, right now, right now, the hunter. Right now, right now, right now, right now, the hunter. Right now. He sent me a letter sealed with a convict stamp. Said the blood in your veins is a fire in the camp. Told me the trade secrets, the holes in the wall. Said don't fight the bloodline, you're bound to stand tall. He was a king in the joint, a legend on the street, and the path he walked was the only one I need. This is the devil's inheritance, the legacy I claim, a debt that was settled, a name that was stained. He passed down the hunger, the need to take the score, and the broken heart I carry standing outside the door. You don't choose the blood, son, but you choose the final deed to water the flower or to plant the wicked seed. I went to the prison, saw the ghost that I could be, a future with no windows, nowhere left to flee. He saw the fear in my eyes and he smiled cold and wide. You're a McRae, he whispered, you got nothing left to hide. I took his dark wisdom and I turned it on his head. I chose to honor the living, not the memory of the dead. He wanted me to follow, wanted me to stay, wanted me to finish the game he couldn't play. But a cage is still a cage, no matter who built the bars. I look past his legend and counting my own scars. The wicked seed, the final deed. The sun shines different on the Florida coast, but it can't warm the memory of the men I lost. I sit in this cheap room, watch the shadows move slow. Another glass of amber to keep the chill below. I paid the price for silence, I bought myself the night, but loneliness is heavy under the pale new light. Empty whiskey and empty streets, that's all I got now. 1,000 miles of asphalt and a final broken vow. I walk the sidewalk waiting for the code to break, but the only thing that answers is the echo of my mistake. Freedom's just another word for being utterly alone. I broke the chains of the town, but I can't break my own. I call your name out, but the wind just carries it back. There's no one left to tell me if I'm still on the right track. I see the agents' faces in the bottom of the glass, and the ghost of my brother that never lets me pass. I'd trade the sunlight for the darkness I once knew, just to hear a real voice say, man, I trust you. They preach about salvation and the beauty of the change, but they never tell you about the crushing lonely range. You trade the fear of death for the fear of standing still. A hollow victory on top of a lonely limo. Utterly alone. Break my own. The neighbors all see it, the cars that don't belong, the money changing hands before the light of dawn. They know who did the job, they know who runs the show, but nobody speaks a word. You gotta keep the secret low. You breathe the smoke of the fear, you drink the truth unseen. That's how you stay warm in a town that's cold and mean. This is the price of silence, paid every single day. A loyalty to the pavement that keeps the law away. You close your eyes and you whisper, I didn't see a thing. And the promise of the town is the debt that always rings. You trade you can't repeat. The lie you can't repeat. The FBI shows up, they knock on every door, asking questions the poor folks have all heard before. The children learn quickly, before they learn to read, that the worst betrayal is to plant the informer seed. You get left alone if you follow the simple rule. Never talk to the badge, keep your mouth shut, you fool. They say snitches get stitches written on the wall, but the biggest injury is a lack of standing tall. We build our own cages with the words we hold inside, and watch our town decay, powered by silent pride. The lie you can't repeat. The debt that always rings. We stood on the rooftop. The air was sharp and cold. Felt like the final story that was waiting to unfold. I lit up the last one, watched the smoke drift slow, knowing where the money and where the bullets would go. Jim talked about Florida, talked about the sun and sand, but his eyes were already buried in the promised land. This is the last good cigarette before the sirens scream, the final quiet moment inside a desperate dream. It's the taste of accepting the fate you can't deny, a peaceful surrender beneath the morning sky. We knew the score, we knew the cards we'd been dealt, and this quiet smoke is the last honest thing we felt. Tasted the last bit of breath, knowing that the end of this smoke was the beginning thought about Claire and the life I couldn't keep. A promise whispered softly while the rest of the town did sleep. We walked down the staircase, leaving the silence behind, stepping into the chaos that we knew we would find. There's no use in praying, no use in saying goodbye. Just look your brother in the eye and let the moment die. Your calm is right here when the end is so near. Free from the past, free from all fear. Last honest thing we felt, the final bitter breath.